Welcome to Oxford News This Week. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Julie Hogan. In this week's news, a man is a victim of a hit and run, another government official resigns, and ice cream social is coming soon.
Stay tuned, learn more about these stories and others. The Oxford News begins right now. On Saturday, August 19th, Oxford resident Ronnie Bunker and his friend Courtney Bays were struck by a hit-and-run driver while riding a motorcycle. The accident occurred at the corner of Perry Street and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Pontiac. It's alleged the hit-and-run driver ran a red light at the intersection. Multiple tips from the public resulted in the arrest of the individual. Mr. Bunker was transferred to Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak, where he was listed in serious condition. His lady passenger sustained minor injuries and was released from the hospital. A full recovery is expected by both. However, Bunker will have major medical bills, and if you would like to help, his friends and family have established a GoFundMe page.
Another week is here and another official is leaving Oxford Village government. Councilman Tom Connies is resigning from the seat he's occupied since November 2014. Connies declined to comment when asked why he decided to call it quits before his term expires in November 2018. We will bring you more news about this as it develops.
Veterinary Home Care in Oxford will host its third annual Putts and Paws event on Sunday, September 10th at the Devil's Ridge Golf Club. The outing is an 18-hole, four-person scramble that will commence with a 9 a.m. shotgun start. Lunch will be served on the course, and the event will also include a dinner and silent auction, which will begin at 3 p.m. Pet adoptions will be held at the event from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. All proceeds will be split evenly between Oxford-based Canine Stray Rescue League and Oakland County Canine Companion Rescue Center.
Beehive Homes, an assisted living facility, felt the sting of rejection last week from the Oxford Township Planning Commission. The commission voted 6-0 to deny the plan based on its failure to meet eligibility requirements outlined in the zoning ordinance. This recommendation to deny must now be voted on by the Township Board.
Oxford Village officials conducted a work session on August 23rd to discuss priorities. It was held at the suggestion of interim manager Evan Teach, who's contracted to be here through November 3rd. He says it's very important that we create a list of what we believe are the top priorities for him in the next couple of months and the staff.
Many Oxford students are walking through a safer, more secure school building at the start of this year. Officials spent more than $85,000 in district-wide safety updates throughout the summer. Some of the improvements included equipping interior doors with a special locking system to keep dangerous intruders out in an emergency. Oxford School's Assistant Superintendent of Business and Operations, Sam Barna, presented these improvements to the Board of Education at its August 22nd meeting. Barna says the overall goal of these projects is to provide a safe and secure environment to educate our children. It also provides a safe environment for our local residents who also utilize these facilities.
Community Connect, a ministry of Oxford Free Methodist Church, is inviting everyone to an ice cream social. The social will be held at the Evergreens Coffee and Bake Shop on Saturday, September 9th at 3 p.m. There will be live music, and the event is for all folks of all ages. Founded in 2016, Community Connect is designed to bring neighbors, families, and communities together through smiles, handshakes, and fun events. For more information about the Community Connect, please send an email to communityconnectoxford@gmail.com, or you can telephone 248-628-1203.
And that's Oxford News for this week. If you would like to learn more about these stories and others, you can catch us on our website, occtv.org, on YouTube, and of course, your regular cable channels, Charter 191 or AT&T Channel 99.
Coming up soon, OCTV's very own Cody Wright with the sports report, and you won't want to miss Auto Talk and Science in the News with Dave Kinney.
I'm Julie Hogan. Thank you for watching Oxford News This Week.
And I'm Elgin Nichols. Remember, always be kind to your friends and neighbors, and thanks for watching.
Outdoors, then there's a good chance you could come across a young fawn. And normally, young fawns are found alone because their mothers place them there to be safe. A young fawn has very little scent, and the mother will only come in just a couple times a day in order to feed it and leaves quickly so that she doesn't leave behind her scent. So if you find a young fawn curled up in the grass, that's actually the safest place for it to be. Enjoy that moment, but don't touch it or move it. The mother will be back soon.
Only licensed rehabilitators can legally possess wildlife, so please leave wildlife in the wild. For a list of licensed rehabilitators throughout the state, visit michigan.gov/wildlife.
Canine Stray Rescue does just that. Rescue stray dogs for new families. But they need your help. Become a volunteer at Canine Stray Rescue League of Michigan. Take dogs for walks, help them socialize with others, and help them get adopted. Fill out an application and help a family add a new member today.
Welcome to Science in the News. I'm Dave Kenny, and these stories are taken from the publication New Scientist. In our first story, speedy test for Lyme disease could help us treat it in time. An algorithm can distinguish between Lyme disease and another tick-borne disease with nearly identical symptoms. This could enable doctors to treat the condition sooner, preventing its debilitating symptoms from setting in. Both Lyme disease and southern tick-associated rash illness, or star eye, can cause chills and aches, but they need to be treated with different antibiotics. Untreated Lyme disease can lead to facial paralysis and brain inflammation. John Belisle at Colorado State University and colleagues wondered whether the diseases could be distinguished by measuring the changes each causes to specific abundance of metabolites in the blood. They screened 220 blood samples from people diagnosed with Lyme disease or star eye and compared them with healthy samples. An algorithm was trained to detect the differences revealed. When tested on new samples, the algorithm diagnosed Lyme disease and star eye with an accuracy of 85% and 92%, respectively. Pretty good. In our next story, a combination of rusty water and stainless steel taps or faucets can put people at risk of life-threatening Legionnaire's disease. It's already known that rust particles in a water system, which can come from iron pipes, encourage the growth of Legionella bacteria. These bacteria cause Legionnaire's disease, which can involve headaches, muscle pain, fever, and confusion. The condition has been on the rise in Europe. In 2015, there were 7,000 known cases, and the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control, or ECDC, thinks there may be many more that went unreported. Now it seems that the protective coating on stainless steel fixtures, currently a firm favorite for kitchen and bathroom sinks, can degrade over time, encouraging the growth of Legionella species. To better understand how the material of sinks can influence Legionnaires, Wilco van der Lucht, a safety engineer who contributed to European guidelines on preventing Legionella, and his team experimented with 3 types of tap commonly found in house water systems. The researchers tested stainless steel, brass ceramic, and brass thermostatic mixer taps, each with clean water and water contaminated with either Legionella annisa, which is the most common strain in rust in the Netherlands, or both rust and the microbe. The team monitored this setup for more than 3 years. When rust was combined with Legionella annisa in the stainless steel tap, half the water samples ended up infected. The Legionella was much better able to survive and replicate in this combination than in the setup that involved no rust, reaching concentrations of between 20,000 and 100,000 live bacteria cells per liter. This outcome could be because the film coating of stainless steel taps degrades over time if rust particles are present in the water. By the third year of testing, the concentration of bacteria in this tap had shot up. In contrast, the brass mixer tap seemed to be the safest, with only a quarter of samples from that experiment showing contamination even when rust was present. Van der Lucht and his team thinks that taps for sale should be explicitly tested to assess their bacteria risk. But Victor Yu at the University of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, says it isn't possible to draw conclusions about safer tap design from the work because this hasn't yet been linked to people actually contracting Legionnaire's disease. He also notes that a different strain of Legionella is responsible for most cases in humans. To avoid contracting Legionnaire's disease, the ECDC recommends keeping hot water systems heated to between 122 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit and running taps regularly to avoid water standing for too long. And in the water, the secret of swimming is a tale of two parts: how fast a fish whips its tail back and forth and how far. Mehdi Sadat at Harvard University and his colleagues modeled the swimming styles of fish, dolphins, and whales. They found that many were remarkably similar. Previous studies have related the speed and length of a tail's oscillations to the animal's forward motion. But Sadat's team identified a second factor: how far the tail goes to and fro relative to the length of the fish. Almost all fish and cetaceans swam in a narrow optimal range of this parameter, with the length of each tail beat between 1 and 3/10 the length of the animal. The finding may help us create energy-efficient underwater robots that swim just like the real thing. And in our last story, on September 5th, Voyager 1 celebrates its 40th anniversary of its launch. With its twin Voyager 2, it was sent to explore the outer planets of our solar system and what lies beyond in interstellar space. They each carry a phonograph called the Golden Record, containing key details about human life and culture. Voyager 1 is now in interstellar space, and Voyager 2 is at the edge of our solar system. Well, that's it for this edition of Science in the News. I'm Dave Kenny. Stay tuned to Oxford Community Television.
Do you love local sports? Whether it's Oxford High School or Parks and Rec, you can buy copies of each game. To purchase your copy, call us at 248-628-9658 or give us an email at manager@occtv.org or talk to us at the next game. Hopefully we'll see you there.
What's going on, Wildcat fans? Cody Wright here once again with the Sports Report. Now, we kicked off our fall season last week, and this week the action continued. High school fall sports are now up and running, so let's take a look at how things are starting off. Well, the boys' varsity football team headed out to Ann Arbor to take on Romeo in the Big House last Saturday. Parents and fans made the drive to support, and so did we to cover the event. However, Wildcats fell hard to a final score of 30-17 by the end of the night. Not the way I'm sure they wished, however, playing on the field must have been worth it. Football has 2 more away games against Rochester Adams and Southfield A&T, and then we head home to take on Clarkson on the 22nd of September. Also, boys tennis took on Brandon last week and ended in a crushing win, final score 7-1. Girls golf had a league meet as well in Farmington Hills and ended up taking 6th place with 47 overall points. In front of us in order was Groves High School, North Farmington, Adams, Stony Creek, and Troy Athens. And last but not least, girls volleyball had 3 matches all back-to-back home on the 26th, first taking on West Bloomfield, which ended in a 1-1 tie, following Walled Lake Northern, which also ended in a 1-1 tie, and lastly Berkeley, which we took down 2-0, not bad at all. Well, that should just about wrap up this week's sports report. For more information on these events and more, go to oxfordathletics.org. The team schedules, rosters, and statistics can all be found there. Once again, that is oxfordathletics.org. While you're at it, check us out on occtv.org. Our coverage of the games can be viewed on our YouTube page, which can be accessed through the website. Once again, that is occtv.org. Well, that's all for this week's report. Be sure to tune in next time, but until then, I'm Cody Wright. Go Wildcats.
Hi, it's Connie from Connies Kitchen. I just wanted to remind you to watch us on OCTV and Uverse and
Okay, cut.
This is Connie from Connies Kitchen at Treetop Lodge, reminding you to watch my program on OCTV and on Charter and
Cut.
Hi, it's Connie from Connie's Kitchen here at Treetop Lodge, reminding you to watch us on OCTV and YouTube and Charter and...
All right, cut. I think you forgot your lines, Connie.
I don't have lines.
Should have called lines.
Lines, there we go. Lines. Okay, 3, 2, 1, me.
Here we go. 3, 2.
Join me here at Treetop Lodge. This is Connie from Connie's Kitchen, reminding you that you can watch us on OCTV and YouTube, Charter Channel 199, Uverse Channel 99. Can you imagine if we had to go through this every time? Yeah, right?
Oh.
Okay, see ya. This is Connie from Connie's Kitchen here at Treetop Lodge, and I want to remind you to join me here at the Lodge for Connie's Kitchen on OCTV, on YouTube, on Charter Channel 199, on Uverse Channel 99, and enjoy the show.
There's a lot of history to Oxford. Hidden around every corner, deep in every crack, and sometimes right in front of you, waiting to be discovered. If you just dig a little, you'll find the great history of our beautiful town. Welcome to historic Oxford.
Hi, I'm Julie Hogan. Welcome to your weekly calendar of events, where we feature your weekly community events for Oxford and Addison Township, including charity, special fundraisers, and general community information. If you or your organization would like us to help you get your message out to our viewing public, please contact us at 248-628-9658 or go to our website, occtv.org. Veterinary Home Care will host its 3rd annual Putts for Paws event on Sunday, September 10th. The event will be held at the Devil's Ridge Golf Club located at 3700 Metamora Road in Oxford. The outing is an 18-hole, 4-person scramble that will begin at 9 a.m. shotgun start. Lunch will be served on the golf course and will also include a dinner, silent auction, and music entertainment, which will begin at 3 p.m. Pet adoptions will be held at this event from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. and all proceeds will be split between the Oxford-based Canine Stray Rescue League and the Canine Companion Rescue Center. The entry fee for this event is $145 per player and $30 if you would like dinner only. Not to worry, this event will be held rain or shine. Also, as a side note, You, Me, Bubble and Tea, located at 40 North Washington, will host a Bubbles for Bucks fundraising event, which will also benefit Putts for Paws on September 6th. 20% of the profits will be donated to this cause through the event as well. To register or donate for this worthwhile golf event, visit k9stray.com and click on events. But hurry, because you must register by September 7th. For more information about this event, please call Elena Osborne at 248-707-6280 or email her at dromevid@att.net. Community Connect, a ministry of Oxford Free Methodist Church, is inviting everyone to an ice cream social. Community Connect is designed to bring neighbors, families, and communities together through smiles, handshakes, and fun events, like this one. The event will be held on Saturday, September 9th at 3 p.m. at Evergreen's Coffee and Bake Shop located at 33 Pleasant Street in Oxford Village. There will be live music and the event is for folks of all ages. For more information, please send an email to communityconnectoxford@gmail.com or call 248-628-1203. The Oxford Chamber of Commerce also holds a casual monthly networking event called the Coffee Connect. This is an informal meeting where you can enjoy a cup of coffee or tea with other folks on their way to work. It's a great way to start your day. The next Coffee Connect event will be held on Tuesday, September 12th from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. This event will be held at the Abbey Ridge Apartment Homes located at 211 East Market Street in Oxford. If you'd like more information about these or other upcoming events, please go to their website, oxfordchamber.net, and click on events. Mark your calendars for some great events hosted by the Oxford Public Library located at 530 Pontiac Street in Oxford. Backed by popular demand, the library will be offering music in the atrium garden side for your listening pleasure. In continuing the tradition of downtown Oxford's Thursday night concerts in the park, the library is hosting a variety of great musical groups on Thursday evenings. The next musical group will be on Thursday, September 21st at 7 p.m. featuring Spangler Smith Quartet, who will entertain you with a mix of jazz, swing, and blues. Also at the library, bring a sweater and join one of the adult librarians and other book lovers for a walk around Powell Lake. Share what you've enjoyed reading and get ideas for new books to try. Please meet by the fireplace in the adult room if it's raining, and note that this is an adult-only, pet-free event. This event will be held on Tuesdays at 1:30 p.m. The next upcoming events are September 5th, October 3rd, and November 7th. For more information about any of these library events, contact the Oxford Library at 248-628-3034 or go to their website at miopl.org and click on events. If you own a business, belong to an organization, or a local resident wishing to show your support for our school programs, music concerts, or any of the programs broadcast by our TV station, you could become a sponsor or underwriter for OCTV. A promotional spot will be created just for you, and our broadcast announcers will give you continuous recognition. It's a great way to promote your organization. For more information, contact our station manager, Bill Service, at 248-628-9658 or email him manager@occtv.org. Also, don't forget, you can locate our OCTV program schedule by going to our website and clicking on Schedule. There you'll find a list of great OCTV programs, dates, and times. One program I highly recommend is our Community Access, hosted by our very own Bill Service. Bill always has interesting local stories and great interviews that are relevant to your community. Check it out. I'm Julie Hogan, and this is Oxford Community TV's weekly calendar of events. Join us next week to learn more about new and exciting events happening in your neighborhood. Until then, make it a great week, and thank you for watching.
Welcome to American Legion in Oxford for the best fish on Fridays. That's right, from noon to 8:30. You can get the best walleye in Michigan. You can get walleye, baked cod, chicken strips, baked potatoes, and more. On the hall side of the Legion, oh, hello there, friends. You can have 12 friends on a table, any one of the best military museums in Michigan. And the dining side, oh, hello again. More comfortable with many 4-seat tables and a couple of 5-seaters. Now on Friday we usually have about 400 to 500 of best friends for our fish. Carry-out? You bet. We have 50 to 60 carry-outs at the post. We have some young friends with the birthdays and some of our best seniors at the post. Oh yeah, waitresses, they go like a track waitress to get your food. If you have never enjoyed our secret's famous walleye at the Legion, come on in every Friday from noon to 8:30 at the American Legion Post 108 on 130 East Rainer Road, Oxford.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. Protected the weak and defeated the strong. Shown courage and compassion. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all,
Welcome to this edition of Auto Talk. I'm Dave Kenny, and these stories are taken from the publication Automotive News. As Harvey, the hurricane-turned-tropical storm, lingers over Southeast Asia and Louisiana, local emergency responders remain overwhelmed with calls for help. To cope, they are asking General Motors subsidiary OnStar for assistance. We are assisting the Red Cross with overflow calls. It's something they have asked us to do because we have the expertise, says Kathy Bishop, OnStar's Global Emergency Services Manager in Detroit. OnStar is also helping take evacuation requests as local 911 centers were backed up due to heavy call volumes. OnStar worked with local emergency leaders on a system whereby OnStar customers could call OnStar, which would then alert the local 911 system of rescue requests via email if the caller was not in immediate danger. On OnStar, that is to say, OnStar, which sells subscription-based in-vehicle communications with live operators, has about 200,000 customers in the areas impacted by the storm, Bishop said. Since August 26, it has taken more than 18,500 calls related to the storm, she said. OnStar has also given callers evacuation routes and contacted family or friends for those in need, she said. Bishop and OnStar's 6-member crisis team have been holed up in a situation room next to OnStar's command center in Detroit since August 24th, continuously monitoring the storm's developments. OnStar has 4 call centers in North America, in Michigan, North Carolina, Ontario, and Nova Scotia, with 50 administrators and more than 300 call takers. All the centers have been running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week since August 24th, Bishop said. We have unlimited overtime open to make sure we have appropriate staffing levels, Bishop said. Our advisors are seeing this as a privilege to support people in this crisis event. We've had an overwhelming response of people wanting to be picked up to support these callers. In our next story, your local pizza delivery guy could be out of a job in the next few years. Ford Motor Company and Domino's Pizza are collaborating on research into self-driving pizza delivery vehicles and will soon drop off pies with an autonomous Ford Fusion hybrid in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The two companies said on August 29th that they established a partnership to study customer reaction to receiving pizzas by a self-driven vehicle. As part of the research, random Domino's customers in Ann Arbor can choose to receive their pizza in a self-driving car, sort of. The Fusion Hybrid is equipped with self-driving technology, but will be manually driven by a Ford safety engineer, the automaker said. Customers will be able to track their orders through GPS and will receive a text message when the vehicle approaches that shows them how to unlock and retrieve their pizza from a storage compartment in what would normally be the rear side window of the four-door sedan, all without interacting with a human being. Roush Enterprises creates the pizza storage compartment based on research it did with Domino's for its modified Chevrolet Spark DXP delivery vehicle in 2015. Ford and Domino's privately tested the self-driving pizza delivery vehicle in M-City, a 32-acre autonomous car test site in Ann Arbor. And on the recall front, Volkswagen of America Incorporated is recalling almost 281,000 cc's and Passats because a fuel pump failure could cause the engine to stall, increasing the risk of a crash. The recall, filed with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, covers 2009 to 2016 Volkswagen CC sedans and 2006 to 2010 Passat sedans and wagons. An interruption in power to the fuel pump control module can result in fuel pump failure and lead to an engine stall. The condition could also cause the fuel pump to run continuously, draining the battery and making the car unable to start. Volkswagen will inform owners of the recall on October 13th, and the owners will receive a second notice when parts to perform the recall repairs become available. And at FCA, Fiat Chrysler Automobiles is recalling about 1,200 2017 Dodge Challengers and Dodge Chargers in the U.S. outfitted with a 6.2-liter supercharged Hellcat engine, citing potential fire and crash risk resulting from an engine cooling problem. The recall, which was filed with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration on August 8th, covers about 10% of those vehicles produced between February 6th and May 30th. FCA said the hose used in the engines is to blame, as the material could separate from the crimped aluminum portion of the engine cooler line, allowing the oil to spray onto the windshield. Rapid loss of engine oil and subsequent impaired visibility can cause vehicle crash without prior warning, the automaker said in the recall notice. The recall goes into effect on September 22nd. Well, that's all for this edition of Auto Talk. I'm Dave Kenny, and as always, may the wind be at your back as you cruise down life's highways. Stay tuned to Oxford Community Television.
Thank you.